Hi, how's everybody doing? This is A&R Video Podcast Productions.
Yep.
I'm Aquil.
I'm Omil.
Tune in to our podcast as we talk about real world discussion topics, stuff that's happening right now.
Yep. And so just make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and just check us out.
So tune in, comment, like, and subscribe. And I'm Aquil.
I'm Omil.
A&R Video Podcast Productions.
Tune in for more.
I'm Aquil.
I'm Omil.
And this is A&R Podcast Productions. This is what we'll be putting up our fourth or fifth upload to the channel.
Yeah, fifth.
Yeah, so it's dope to do this, man. It's dope to do this.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely dope to do this. We got some topics for y'all to talk about.
Right.
That we definitely got to discuss. You got a whole bunch of shootings, man. You had the elementary one.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
People going crazy, man.
I don't know, people losing their minds though. I don't get
yeah.
Then like a week or two before you had the whole the Tops Buffalo shooting with the one dude, him killing those black people.
Yeah.
Then you got a church shooting in Iowa. Then you said in Missouri.
Yeah, there was a lady that got shot, a pregnant lady that got shot for no apparent reason. Like, we'll get into all of that. I'm gonna unravel all of that. There was that shooting down in Missouri.
It's just crazy, man. We got that talk. And we also got to talk about game.
Yeah.
And his clock chasing like a mother ever right now. We got to talk about amigos, about Offset, and he said they're not gonna break up. So we definitely got to dive in that just because like me and you both listen to music and we both listen really to the same type of style and same type of music. So we got to listen to that. But first topic that I gotta figure something out is I want to talk about the game first.
Yeah.
From our last from our last show, from our last podcast, we talked about how the game is just doing a lot of stuff, calling Eminem, asking battle, asking the rap and stuff like that.
True.
And he's doing a lot of stuff. I really feel like he's doing it to be relevant again for the clout chase. So like I'm talking about,
because he's not relevant.
Oh, making an album. My question is that I don't even think the album is gonna even come out. And if it does come out, I don't think it's gonna be any good unless he turns back to the old game.
Yeah. Well, there's a song that I heard. It's called Colors. It was
on the album. Album is coming out right now.
No, it's not on this album, but it was something previous to that. It was called Colors, and it sounded like the old game.
If he can bring that back, then great. But then the one that got me tripped, he was like, "Hey, Eminem, they don't play your club in the streets. The clubs, none of that."
Now, here's my thing. My thing about it. Now, now I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that, but let's just say that is true. Yeah. Let's say that is true, that they not playing Eminem stuff no more. He, as far as the music goes, because he's more than successful. He's got his own radio show.
Yes.
He's got plenty of successful albums that he still collects residuals off of.
Exactly.
Dre still pays him from those.
Exactly.
And all of that, but let's just say his music ain't as relevant as it used to be. All right? But it ain't like Games is either.
Exactly.
Like I barely hear any Game song on the radio anymore, and that used to be my favorite rapper.
Exactly. And then like I said, like that's exactly why I feel like this man is cloud chasing.
Yeah.
And he's going after I feel like he's going after him just because I kind of feel like because like literally he said in the interview he felt that Dre. And Dre and 50 Cent favored Eminem.
Yeah.
But you can't blame 50 Cent. Eminem discovered him.
Yeah.
And you can't blame Dre because he
was the machine behind the whole thing.
Exactly. And then and then also
knowing how successful 50 Cent got from Dr. Dre and Eminem.
Exactly.
Like, that's like, as far as Aftermath go, other than Eminem, 50 Cent was bringing in most of the money.
Yeah.
Because, Get Rich or Die Trying was a huge success. That actually went diamond.
Yeah,
like that.
And that's what I'm saying. He can't get mad at Dre's favorite. Dre favored him just because at a time where Dr. Dre was restarting stuff like that, he signed Eminem. Eminem made him a whole bunch of money when he decided to leave Death Row. Restart, do my own thing. Eminem was his first artist. Yeah. It made him hella money.
Yeah.
So can you blame him? Sure, I favored him too. You made me money.
Right. You my breadwinner. So of course I'm gonna hold you to a high standard. So it's not like I'm gonna leave all the rest of my artists out, but I hold you to a higher standard because you were you my biggest artist.
Yeah, and then and I think I like believe he like Dre's like Game said he only said Eminem's the best, stuff like that. Just because it was underneath the same label, stuff like that. So he kind of felt like he had to be nice, had to be, cordial and say he's the best, not having the confidence to say, oh, I'm the best rapper. But
because the thing is, if that happens, there could have been a conflict of interest. Because it's sort of like what happened when 50 Cent in the Game was beefing. Like 50 Cent and the Game were both signed, and 50 Cent was signed to Shady and Aftermath, and Game was signed to Aftermath. But when Game and 50 Cent started bumping heads, he was Game was Dr. Dre was in a position to where he had to pick. Game and Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine was in a situation where they had to pick. Yeah. Either 50 Cent or the Game. But Game's an up and coming artist. 50 Cent already racking in money for us already, and he racking in more than anybody that came over the Aftermath other than Eminem.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I really want Eminem to kind of release a diss track to Game. I know Eminem hasn't come out and said anything publicly about this or made any diss songs about Game. But
when it comes to diss tracks,
Eminem to come at Game, and honestly,
when it comes to diss tracks,
if those two went
Game, oh my god, that would have been.
It would be equal. Like if Game went back to the old Game.
Because did you used to hear those diss tracks that he did to 50 Cent, the G Unit and all that, the 300 bars, the 350 bars, the 400 bars and 300 bars of running.
Yeah, and then my thing is this album really gonna come out, or are you just saying this and speaking this to existence just to be relevant again? Like I don't know what the boldness, the cockiness is great to have, whatever, but you got to know the reality is that you ain't relevant right now. You ain't pop right now.
So you got to build yourself back.
You ain't playing on the radio, nothing like that.
And with that being said, though, he has to build himself back up to that before he could get on his stuff. Yeah, and start talking about how he all this and that.
Honestly, I think it would be kind of hard for him right now just because every day, every minute, people always try to listen to something new, and then people might listen to the same person for 5 days, but listen to somebody else. I think
exactly.
And I think with music, something is always coming out, so it's kind of hard to keep people attention.
Right, because no one stays on the same person forever, especially nowadays.
Yeah, and then a lot of people got the same type of flow and style, and they copy, and they don't never have their own originality to it no more.
Right.
So,
knowing how Game switched up his style more than a couple times, and I have to give it to Eminem. He's never done that.
No, I can say he really has he stuck to his own guns and just stuck to his own style. So I really do see that for sure. That's why to me Eminem is got to be top 5. All right, top 5. Yeah. Gotta be top 5. I got top 5. I say the top 5 or top 10. If you have Eminem in your top 20, you ain't tripping, but he's definitely up higher than top 20. Say top 5 or top 10.
Yeah, I would say top 10.
Top 10.
Yeah,
I respect us like I said top 5, top 10. But you got
at one point in time, Eminem used to be my favorite rapper.
I think for me it was it will always be Tupac. I mean, and I know that he's dead. But
One of the ones that
Tupac.
was alive.
Alive, right? Alive. I would honestly say I would honestly say Kendrick right now, just because it's so versatile. But I really do like a lot of just upcoming new ones like Gunna, Polo G.
But what's crazy? Oh man, speaking of Gunna,
man.
Oh my God,
Gunna.
It's a shame what happened to him.
Yeah, him and they face him all the time. I feel bad for those dudes.
Yeah, 70 years. 70 years.
If I was him,
dude, what'd you just get me into?
If I was in the cell next to them, I was like, bro, what the hell? Okay? I was popping.
Right, okay, what'd you get me into?
I was making money. What did you do? Please tell me what you do. I was making money. Like, I was on songs with Third Baby.
But the RICO charge,
But to me, if Gunna just got the RICO charge, I really feel like it's not that serious because it's weed. So it's not like the man killed somebody or sold his kids or something.
Yeah.
Just let him go.
I'm sure they said like guns and stuff too.
Like, but I think they might have said about Thug.
Yeah.
I know from what I heard, Gunna just had the RICO charge. But I don't know if it's true, and I haven't read up on it in the last couple of days. But if Gunna just got the RICO charge, you just let the man go.
But all of them got a RICO charge.
Well, obviously, some of them charges are way more. It got to be more
because
charges.
Here's the thing:
it got to be more charges.
With the RICO charge, that stuff was happening before they got on and popping. So they needed more time to build an investigation. So that's all they tried to do. They were just trying to build up a case to catch these dudes.
Yeah.
Because all the stuff that happened was when was before they started.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
And Gunna even said that Young Thug and them was close, but who knows? Maybe they trying to build a case like that to try to bring them down, like they did C Murder and all of them.
But I like to say, I'm really kind of liking the newcomers. Like I said, you got Gunna, you got Lil Baby, you have Roddy Ricch, you have god dang, Polo G,
you got Dope Boy.
Dope
Boy blowing up huge.
Money.
That's one for Cleveland.
Money Bag Yo, Key Glock, Dolph's cousin, I believe.
Yeah.
He nice.
Rest in peace.
You have Gucci, you have Ross, Wayne, I know Chris Brown, of course, but those are all just talking about new upcoming ones.
Yeah.
Who else is kind of upcoming and really kind of, like you said, Roddy Ricch. It's a lot of them though. A lot of them kind of suck, but there is.
You got Shock Glizzy. You got Moneybag Yo that's already up and popping. Yeah. Just like Lil Baby.
Yeah.
You got
Duh Baby is the whack.
Yeah.
He is whack. I don't like that fool.
You got
I just don't like that fool.
Playboy Ray. You got You got Dope Boy.
Yeah.
You got it's just a whole bunch of new up and comers, man.
You got Rod Wave. I think he's definitely. You got
Dave East.
Dave East. You got Murray, the guy that made Quicksand. You really just got people with different aspects of music. And I love it. It's always great to me to really hear different type of I say different type of genres and different type of tones in people's music.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of dope.
Different type of cadences. In
music.
Yeah,
hell yeah, man.
Yeah, and you got this dude G Perico.
Okay,
he from South Central LA. Shoot, he doing his thing right now.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been bumping a lot of Dirk too.
Yeah, Dirk is cool. Dirk is cool
when
he ain't he's a hit and miss with me. And because he that's the thing. He can rap, but that auto-tune stuff, that's the only thing I don't like about it. And sometimes when he be rapping, he do be off beat sometimes, or he just be screaming, talking crap, and Like, but I can't really say nothing because that's like a lot of Chicago dudes. But
oh man,
but I mean, it is what it is. But other than that, he's a hit and miss to me.
Yeah,
he's a good artist, but some of that stuff
got,
he could cut
Jordan,
out.
Jordan Lucas.
Yeah, Jordan Lucas is fire.
He nice. And Dex, man, Dex is independent.
Yeah,
and he dope though. Like I really think his lyrical game is on point. His whole content is content of making a message out of a video or a song. To me, is always just crystal clear. I think.
Oh yeah.
I think that aspect of his music is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I was like, and the crazy. When I first heard him, I was like, why isn't he signed? But I guess he preferred to stay independent just because a lot of there's a lot of artists are having troubles with their labels, and just like how we was talking about artists upcoming to like that, a lot of artists has had trouble with their labels. Well, you got Megan Thee Stallion has had trouble with her label.
Right.
You got Meek Mill had trouble with his labels.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it's Interscope or Atlantic. I think Atlantic, yeah. Because he fell away because about that Roddy Ricch thing. But yeah,
But with the label, you know what I'm saying, it's more headache. Or like because honestly, it'll be more work and everything independent. But the thing is, being signed to a label, they give you a signing bonus the first week.
Like you have more, I would say more financial.
Well, what I'm saying is this.
But not more freedom.
Right, but what I'm saying is that because when they give you that money,
right,
and they pay for your studio, but they pay for your studio sessions, and sometimes you pay for your own.
Yeah.
And then when you get the money that they pay you for your first check or for the stuff that you do for them while you sign to them, you got to make that money back.
Yeah.
You got to recoup all that money.
Yeah.
And in order to get out of your contract, they're going to hold you until all that money is recouped.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you won't be able to go to a new label because it'll be a breach of contract because you signed a legally binding contract to them, so you're obligated to them until you recoup all that money and until you complete how many albums you have. Let's just say it's a 10 album deal, right?
Right.
They sign you to a 10 album deal, so you got to put out 10 albums, and with all the money that they give you to start off with to help you get started on that, you got to pay that money back.
Yeah,
and the thing is, until you get those 10 albums out, and it take what, a month to release one album?
I would say probably
month up to a week or
sometimes a year sometimes a year, depending on how the label have their system set up and stuff like that.
And it could be even longer if it was a 10 album deal or a 2 album deal, because it could go from a month up to a year. Sometimes people knock songs out like that to where it could just be a couple weeks.
Yeah,
but they could be putting out compilations and stuff. But if you don't release all the albums that you're obligated to those contracts, you can't leave unless somebody buys you out, and then now you owe them.
Exactly, like I said.
And then for you to be independent, for you to have your own freedom to do whatever you want to do, to write whatever you want to write, put out albums whenever you want to.
Right. There's no timetable, nothing like that.
There's no timetable, and you got creative control.
Yeah.
You own your masters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You own your publishing and everything. You are your own. You're your own destiny.
Exactly. Oh, Corday. I forgot about Corday. I think right now that's probably one of my favorite young artists right now. I gotta say, honestly, Corday is probably one of my favorite young artists. I think even it's crazy too, because I was watching LeBron who just became a billionaire. I wish I could get that.
I just heard about that.
That's crazy. Billionaire, boy.
Yeah, I gotta say congrats to him.
Give me some money, okay? I need $1 billion, okay? I need that. But I was watching LeBron James' show, in The Shop, and Jadakiss was on it, and he and Jadakiss told Naomi, which is Corday's girlfriend that plays famous, really rich. So he even said, just tell Corday hit me up, he raw. He said the lyrical game took that is on point. Like Corday is probably one of my favorite young artists right now. Because to me, his content says something. His lyrics say something. His video says something. Like, and I really feel like he raps about stuff I feel like he raps about stuff that a person can relate to. And also I feel like he raps about the stuff that him himself
can relate to, has been through.
Yeah. And I always love artists like that because, like Eminem, the J. Cole, the Kendrick, the Nas, the Pac, the Biggies,
even like
the Dipset, the Jay-Z's, the Jeezy's, Kanye.
Yeah.
Those type of artists like really says something in music videos as they like careers grew early on or later on. I know with some it was more early than some later. But like either way they always
kept it for real. Like they always kept everything authentic.
Yeah, you could just relate to them.
Right.
So that's the main reason why I freaking love Corday. I think Corday is one of my favorite. I say one of my favorite young ones is definitely Corday. Like, so I definitely dope.
Heck yeah.
Like, so yeah, man, free. I think, and just like you said, just more freedom and independent.
Yeah.
And when it comes to just creativity, putting out stuff at your time,
right,
and not having that process of being rushed.
Right. Because you're your own, like, you're responsible for your own destiny at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As opposed to being signed to a record label to where your destiny is now in their hands.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So if Gang come out with this album, I'm gonna listen to it, and if it's whack, we talking about it.
Yeah.
Because I really feel like he's doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, come on, Gang.
A lot of stuff for cloud chasing, man. Going after Eminem, talking about I'm the best rapper.
Man.
No, you is not. Talking about I put out the best.
Because he was a dog at one point.
Oh yeah. Talking about I put out the album of the best. I put the best album out in 2021 or 2022, I believe, one of those years. No, you didn't. I didn't even know you made an album, bro. Come on, man. And knowing the fact you just announced you're making an album, you didn't make no sticking album. If you did, I didn't hear it. I'm on YouTube now. Freaking stop. I'm always trying to listen to something new.
Right.
Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
So not bad. Corday can beat you. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I don't like Corday. It's probably Corday and Polo G for me. As like Roddy Ricch. Roddy Ricch is probably like 4th or 5th for like young upcoming artists, like young artists right now that I actually like really like. Yeah. But if there was a Corday concert, I'll go to it. I think from a bird's eye view, I listen to all the songs on that album. Chronicles with her and Little Dirt, West Side, amazing song. The one song that starts with a C, Carter. I think those songs, to me, he was really saying something from his perspective, as also as other people's perspective. Yeah. So I think that was a fantastic album. So props on that for sure.
Oh yeah.
But Gang, quit it, okay? Just quit it. Just quit it.
Right.
So, man.
On to another topic.
So we just got done some about music.
Yeah.
We got to talk about amigos. So in our last podcast, we talked about how those rumors that they was breaking up, and Quavo and Takeoff did a song together, and Offset and the fact that Cardi B and Offset unfollowed them. Yeah, that kind of made it more concerning of the aspect of, okay, are they done? Is there no more amigos like making songs together, or people's probably speculating. Oh, they don't like each other. They're probably fighting or whatever like that. But it was Offset said it's not true. It's all cap.
It's all
cap.
Honestly, I saw that coming because like they started together.
You gotta keep going, baby.
Like everything together. Even like they solo stuff, you still saw them in the video.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all made each other rich.
Yeah. Like they came up together. So
y'all
gotta
working 9 to 5 job.
No.
But yeah.
Even if they branched off, I feel like they would have still came back and honestly kept all their single projects under one umbrella. Because they're one group.
Yeah, and two, I ain't gonna lie. There are like other reasons I feel like they would have came back to make songs, whatever, just because they're still signed to QC.
Yeah.
So they're still under contract.
Yeah.
To finish So I'm pretty sure they're on a contract to do like another album or something like that, or more songs or whatever. Now, if they was like independent, then
maybe they would start putting out their own stuff. But they were signed. I think they were signed for a group deal.
Yeah,
to where they have to put out.
I take that. But I think they did get signed to a group. But I know like Quavo has a single deal, if I believe so. I think the only one that don't have one is Takeoff.
It's Takeoff. Yeah. That makes sense because he barely ever puts anything out by himself
at least.
Like it's always been Quavo and Offset.
And now Takeoff will do a feature with somebody else.
Yeah, but he won't put out a whole project by himself.
Yeah, no, it's more Quavo,
and
Offset. But I ain't gonna front. I feel like the better person solo wise and kind of harder is Offset to me. I think Quavo cool though, but I just think Quavo. I would say is good with when he jumps on the feature and provides the melody and stuff like that. Cause I really don't see Quavo going hard on when he by himself. On certain on a lot of the solo songs. But I also don't know because I really haven't listened to a lot of them. I listened to a couple.
Yeah, I have, but he could make it on his own for real.
Okay,
he could do.
He could
really flow.
I ain't gonna lie. Him and Takeoff, that one song they did together was fire.
Yeah, I'm talking about stuff by himself too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. Yeah, I just forgot to listen to it more. Yeah, Offset. I have heard his solo stuff. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And to me,
honestly, they both have the same kind of cadence.
Honestly, to me, I kind of feel like Takeoff could do solo stuff and become hardened.
Yeah,
cause
Takeoff, he raw.
He can spit.
Yeah, he raw.
He can spit.
For real.
So
if he was to jump into a solo project, I would listen to it.
And I would too. He hard though.
Yeah.
He hard.
And I feel like he's the best one in Amigos, actually.
For real?
Yeah.
I respect that. No, I respect that. No, because
he might not have his own projects, but what I be hearing him on,
he be fired.
He be fired. He don't miss a beat.
He's fired. He's fired. I ain't gonna lie. The only upcoming artist I don't feel as strong about is Jack Harlow.
Yeah,
that's the only one. He alright, man. He alright. I mean, I know he made the song First Class and that one song with Tyler Hero, but to me, he alright. I mean, he alright. He cool.
But that boy Jonah Lucas he on to something.
No, he can spit for sure.
Yeah,
he can spit for sure. He should sound J. Cole. J. Cole, my dad.
And because look at the dude that signed to him right now, Boz is raw. Boz can really spit. He's very lyrical. His lyrical content is on point. His wordplay is impeccable.
Yeah, no,
like
that's
he's
facts.
Extremely talented.
That's facts.
You know what I mean?
That's facts. But no, man, it's just, I mean, it's kind of good that they decided to come back.
Yeah.
The fact that he kind of put that to bed. But my question is that if y'all wasn't breaking up, why you didn't follow them for it?
Right.
Him and Carly B both did that. I didn't get that because Carly B, what do you have to do with it?
Right.
You ain't in that group.
Right.
I mean, yeah. You're together with him, and you were assigned to the label. But all because he didn't follow him doesn't mean you got to. I don't even get that. That was kind of weird to me. That was weird to me.
Yeah.
That's screw you. Forget you, Offset. That's my girl. That's my girl.
Yeah.
She can be fake all she want. Plastic butt shots. It's fine. It's fine, girl. But it was just good. It's like really good that they came together. So I say it's good that they came together. So keep making music.
Yeah. And one thing that's beautiful that I saw. One thing about New Orleans, these are some old guys. This dude Mac, he was super talented.
Yeah.
Like he put out this one album back in I think '99. It's called Shell Shock.
Yeah, that was I want to go there one day.
In 2000. It was called World War III.
Yeah.
And both albums fire. Yeah, he was signed under Master P to No Limit, and he got a first degree murder charge that he beat recently, like a year back. So like he got back on stage, like because they had a reunion.
Yeah.
Like a No Limit reunion tour for a couple years now.
Yeah.
And it had all the like guys that were in the forefront, like Fiend, Mia X, Snoop Dogg, Master P, Silk the Shocker. You know what I'm saying? The only person that was missing in that equation is C Murder.
Right.
But they brung Mac out, and like he was spitting his stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they were like maybe it was for money purposes or anything like that. But man, to hear him sing, sing one of his.
Like I said, New Orleans is beautiful. But I would go there. I would go there just for a trip.
Yeah.
Wouldn't live there. They got way too many man, that city has gotten knocked down a lot.
Yeah.
And from hurricanes and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
A lot. Like
yeah.
I wouldn't live there. I visit. On vacation, but I sure wouldn't live
like
there.
He just came out singing this one song that he had. Mystical was on that too.
Back in the day,
it was because all the dudes that I know that was on that tour was Snoop Dogg, Mystical, Fiend, Mia X, Silk the Shocker, and Master P. But he came through just like soldier rag on my eyes, soldier fit on my frame, I scream whoa when that was hard. Like that shit was hard. Like and he sung that whole song and that shit was hard. Like
that was though.
But yeah, man, and he is doing good. He's about to be putting out a new book and everything like that. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. But on to a new
yeah, man, it's just crazy because we talked about a similar topic on our last podcast.
Yeah,
and it's crazy. We gotta sit and talk about this again, but it's really happening, man. This world's going crazy. People are losing their mind. There was a shooting at an elementary school. There was a shooting in another church. Yeah. There was a shooting of
in Missouri. There was a shooting in Missouri that this girl. What happened was that this woman got gunned down. She was a pregnant black lady. She got gunned down by a white cop, and the white cop said that she was in fear of his life because she was running from somebody with a gun, and she pointed a gun at him and killed him. Now I don't believe that at all, and there's no excuse for that dude. Even if that was the case, shoot, she's a pregnant woman, and even if she did have a gun,
and my thing is, you can't take a little girl. One.
Exactly.
One.
Because the thing is, she's no more of a threat than anybody else. Because yeah, she might have a little piece on her, but what does a cop have? What does the cop have? The tear gas, the mace, the taser, guns.
You could have did some
dogs.
Something else to kind of get her to knock
just
it out.
To calm down.
Exactly, but it's just crazy. The elementary school, we're gonna talk about that and stuff like that. Cause elementary school, man, I just feel bad because you gotta think about the kids.
Yeah.
The teachers, like it's just crazy.
Yeah,
me,
because
man.
the thing is, you gotta think, man, like their parents, the kids' parents, ain't never gonna see their baby.
No,
again.
and that brings me back to the question that I always ask myself and ask with people: do you like? Would you have if you didn't have a kid? Would you have a kid now? Would you in this madness? So I'm telling you, I wouldn't. So I wouldn't feel safe, and I wouldn't feel safe. Yeah. I wouldn't. My kid would have my skin tone, be all black and everything.
Right, and
why I wouldn't feel safe letting him go everywhere, be with anybody. I wouldn't feel safe about that.
Right.
And it's crazy that they're talking. I think I read they're talking about. Like I know some people was talking about, oh, just let everybody have guns and stuff like that, and that's not gonna solve nothing because you can't let everybody have a gun. Okay.
Because the thing is, what if that person is not right in his name?
Exactly. Why would you pretty much giving them
a right to kill somebody?
Go off and chuck somebody, blow somebody's head off just because of how they look, or religion, or ethnicity, or something like that.
And what if there's a person that seemed cool to everybody else, that never disrespected anybody, got that gun in his hand, and then to let that little gun go to his head to where he feel like he's invincible.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like you never know somebody's intentions.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when they get put in that type of position.
And you know what's crazy? So I realized a lot of these stories ain't coming to life on television or news network.
Because they trying to disappear all that stuff. They trying to get rid of it from the media to distract you.
And it's crazy. And they rather show the elections like that. Who cares about the election? And the crazy thing that people would always tell me is, and now I'm starting to kind of believe it. They'd be like, oh, crazy things happen around election, and I'm like,
they do.
Gas prices is high as hell right now.
Right, because of oil in the Middle East.
And the fact that Ukraine war and stuff like that didn't just affect them. That affected us as well.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta pay more for gas.
Right.
Because we can't get oil from them no dang mo.
Right.
So, but all these shootings, man, every week is shooting. I gotta read. Why am I sitting here reading about someone shooting up a church? Why would you go in church with a gun to begin with?
Right. You going in the church, which is the house of God, and just shoot up every dang thing.
Like, why are you doing this? Like, what's going through you? Then what the hell went through the guy head going to elementary school shooting little
kids
and teachers? You little kids, bro. Little kids. They didn't do nothing to you.
No. They don't do nothing to nobody. The closest they do is what? Play. They get on their nerves. That's it. There ain't no reason to kill them.
Ain't no reason to kill little kids at all. So
they're precious, man. They're the future, and you just took their future away from them.
And then, like you said, the pregnant woman, Missouri, she got shot by a cop. She was black, and it's just, man, It's just.
And the thing is, with that, like, she's no threat to anybody, and that goes back to the George Floyd thing, because what if she did have a gun, right?
Right.
But the question is, because there was a lady that looked like she was running, and it looked like there was a gun in her hand. It just looked like that, but the question is, was the gun out when they fired on her?
That's my question.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, cause you read about this story, but you kind of
because that goes back to the George Floyd thing. Me and this dude was talking one time, right?
Yeah.
And he was saying, well, he was talking about all this stuff, saying, oh, they'd rather talk about George Floyd, which was a criminal that died and stuff like that. But the thing is, maybe he did have warrants. Maybe he was a criminal at one point in time. But the thing is, let's just say that they did arrest him for his warrants, right?
Right.
Now, if he's resisting, if he's not resisting, right, and the cop is following proper procedure, and he's not resisting, put your hands up, get on the ground. He's getting on the ground, or he's putting his hands up, whatever they prefer, and he's actually cooperating. You do not, under any circumstances, use excessive force.
And then my thing about that, it was 5 of y'all, five
of y'all. Armed,
one guy.
Fully armed, 5-on-1 with one guy. One guy. How could that one guy be that much of a threat to y'all?
Like, I don't, and like, to me, that's just really crazy, and it's crazy.
And what I feel is that they try to make up excuses to try to take up for the crooked white man's wrongdoing.
And it's crazy you talk about that. I also want to mention June 19th. Walmart had a cereal. June 19th represented the day that
black people were free.
That was really the day. It was not July 4th.
Yeah.
The June 19th was the day we was really honestly free.
Free, yeah.
So
free.
Walmart had it out there, but they took it away because people was mad about it. Why y'all getting mad about it, man? Why? Because what's the issue of the day of celebrating our freedom?
Exactly.
What's the issue with that?
Exactly. And the thing is, I feel like they're just trying to keep us in a mind state. They're trying to keep us in check. Trying to not make us be proud to be black. Not trying to be proud of our ancestors. Not proud to be proud from coming from great struggle to seeing what we flourished into.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying?
I just really don't get the purpose of getting getting mad behind June 19th cereal. I don't get that. And obviously the cereal, the way the Tatum was, it had the fist up and everything. Why is that such an issue? Like
it's not. And that's low key racist too. Like, not what you said, but what they're trying to do. Yeah. Because the thing is, it's kind of crazy because that's not the only thing they're trying to do, right? No. I just heard about and read that they're trying to take Black history out of social studies, out of the curriculum. They're trying to take Black history out of the curriculum.
I read that too.
Because they were trying to say that they don't want white kids to feel sorry for what their ancestors did because they weren't the ones that did it. But the thing is, they
rightfully so, but they still should know about this.
But here's the thing:
not to do the same things over
exactly.
Again.
And the thing is, though, they should feel bad about it because if you hear about what your ancestors did, just in case somebody tries to feed you some racist, bigoted stuff, saying the black man is this, the black man doesn't do this, black man always wants to get by on welfare, they want this, they feel privileged with this, you know what I'm saying? And then if you learn about what we actually are, you'll think, dang, y'all really had it hard as a people, so I could be that 1% that will treat you just as equal. So history doesn't repeat itself.
Exactly.
So and that's the only thing we wanted. We didn't want to be the superior race. Yeah. We wanted to be equal. And the thing is, that's one step closer to a solution, because if you're not a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem.
And then I don't lie, that is probably my one big thing I ask myself every freaking day. Is this whole thing, is history gonna repeat itself? Because from what I'm seeing for the past, ever since the George Floyd, from that year to present right now, it just seems there's no improvement.
Yeah.
There's none. And it's crazy because now I feel like that we are really like getting numb to it, and I'm not just talking about black people. I'm not just talking about black people.
But just in a sense to where you're not surprised people, because it's happening all the time.
Yeah, I mean like everybody, like people in general, we're just numb to it. Where they say where we see it, then we scroll past it and think, oh okay.
Oh yeah, black people get murdered all the time by white people, by white folks. Oh, it's nothing. But the thing
like
is,
this world is coming numb to the narcissism of society and everything else. Like the whole everything to me just don't. Everything is so backwards here.
Now, granted,
don't make a lick of sense. And I don't care what people say. Oh, America's great. Is it better? Is it better? Is it Is it better than certain? Is there worse places to live? Yes. But
America,
don't act like America's all that great.
No,
because it's really not.
It's not, especially to a minority.
Yeah,
like this system that they have isn't designed for us. You know what I mean? And the thing is, there was somebody that questioned Black History Month. Now, if you think about it, like I heard this on the news, I heard this from multiple people. Now that goes to Black History Month. If you look at history, history itself, who do you think of? The Pilgrims.
Yeah.
You think of George Washington.
Yeah.
You think of Thomas Edison. You think of Abraham Lincoln.
Indians.
You think of Albert Einstein. You think of all these people that did great things. Thomas Edison. Yeah. You know what I mean? And what were they? White. Yeah. The Pilgrims. You think of the Indians, where that's based on them coming to the Indians' land, murdering them and kicking them, murdering and kicking them out of their own land. Yeah. And then, we kicked you out. We murdered your tribe, and we actually kind of probably raped some of your women. But let's throw a feast. Let's throw a feast. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's asinine because, but the thing is, there were white people in history that's done some amazing stuff, but you can't ostracize the black man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because stemming from what we went through to what we still go through and what we've accomplished. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you write that off, you get some idiot that's talking bad about us. Yeah. And these kids, let's just say that Black history got wiped out of the curriculum and it was no longer a thing. This newborn that's growing up in society, they just hear about the white man, the Indians, and pretty much it. Yeah, but the thing is, if you wipe that out, somebody could fill your head with lies about who a black man actually is.
That's bad.
You know what I'm saying? And then they could believe in that, and then history can repeat itself again. And then you got another racist out there on the street. You got another black man dead, or you got somebody that's getting bullied because they're black. You know what I'm saying? And just being ostracized like that. You know what I mean? And the thing is, like that can't happen because history could repeat itself. But the solution to that is for it not to be, for equality, not superiority, equality. Yeah. Because that's the solution. And if you're not a part of the solution, you are a part of the problem.
Yeah. And then do you think like these gun laws are gonna get more strict? Do you think they're gonna get worse? It's crazy. I did read that there was something about giving teachers.
Yeah, I heard that yesterday.
They was something about giving teachers guns to shoot just in case something happens. Do you think like this whole gun situation, the gun law stuff like that? Do you think that's gonna get better, or worse and stuff like that. Cause and then if it does get better stuff like that, who's gonna take that charge? Who's gonna the president? Because to me, I don't
think the president would.
I don't. Yeah,
I don't think the president would.
And then honestly, I really don't trust anything the president do or what he says. Or
because he also said
because he's stupid.
Yeah, he also said because
you stupid. I mean,
like here's a man that said
you stupid.
that if
you dumb,
that if a transgender don't go to
I'm a smack.
Don't go to any bathroom that he wants to. Yeah. That he's gonna cut the budget on school food and low income housing.
Stupid.
So that guy is
President
way
he's stupid.
Way off his rocker. So he
ain't facing nothing. He ain't facing his gas price.
Oh no, he's not.
So thanks, President.
He's not.
Thank you. 2 years left with you, and we're done.
And the thing is, I feel like the way things are going right now, and all these shootings that's happening in a row,
freaking day, I read about a shooting.
Stop.
Why do I have to read about this every day? And why is it not on the news or something like that? That's one thing I don't never see these shootings of black people or anything else on the freaking news that needs to be on there.
Exactly. And the thing is though, like with these laws. No, with these shootings, I don't think it's going to get better. I feel like with the way things are going, anybody is like it's going to go and come to a point to where anybody who is everybody who is anybody can own a gun.
Yeah, and
it doesn't matter if you're 12, a 12-year-old can own a gun. It's going to get there.
And then like honestly, and they was talking about taking guns away, But do you think that's even safe? Because you got to think about how some people live in bad parts of neighborhoods where they have a gun and they may need it just in case someone busts in and try to.
Well, here's the thing: that's going to happen regardless. Like people get shit.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That like
people find other ways to wiggle around the system, all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what happened if somebody got kids and they live in like Cleveland? It's like the worst part. And somebody try to rob them. And you like don't think they're gonna have a gun? No, they're gonna have a gun. Yeah. They're gonna have a gun. Yeah,
they want to protect their household.
Like they're gonna have a gun. Like taking guns away, that's not gonna do anything. But giving guns to everybody, that show ain't gonna do nothing.
Right. And the thing is, with the Constitution, with the Bill of Rights. Now, Second Amendment.
Right to bear arms.
Like the right to bear arms.
But they was talking about getting rid of that a couple years ago, I remember. Well, they was talking about that. They was talking about getting rid of that amendment a couple years ago. Not recent, just a couple years ago.
But the thing is, the right to bear arms unless a unnecessary militia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, and the militia has to be trained and has to be fully equipped to use a gun and all these things. But the thing is, that's our military. So we are a militia, so they can't get rid of it. But the thing is, they can retrain people on how to use it, and they can make stricter laws on these guns to where it'll be kind of harder to obtain one if you want one.
Yeah, man, make this crap hard, man. Don't just do what I believe, which I don't think every gun place does it, but man, run a background check. Do a mental check on somebody before you give them a gun.
Before you do that, have them go to a doctor or a shrink. Yeah, a doctor and a shrink in therapy. And on top of that, run background checks like you do a job.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, my big thing is that as long as they do a mental check and run a background, then okay, you give me whatever, but don't be just giving guns to everybody. Like to me,
right? And if your mental
that's
check,
the dumbest thing ever.
If your mental check, if your mental background doesn't check out, you shouldn't be able to own a gun. If it does, and you got your head on a swivel, you're all good. You've never committed a crime. You've been an upstanding citizen. Okay. But because that shows that you're that legally, in the eyes of the law, if that was to be a law, which would make sense.
Yeah.
That in the eyes of the law, you would be deemed as as a responsible candidate for a gun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, and an adult has to have one.
Yeah.
No kids.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Nothing like.
No kids.
No.
They don't even know anything about themselves. What they know about a gun other than it shoots and kills people because they play games that involve shooting and killing people. And that's just it's just crazy, man. Every day to me is just like it's just nonstop shit. And then the fact I read that there was at LeBron's I Promise School out there in Akron. Yeah.
That there was somebody dead in the parking lot. They found them dead.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, wow.
I was like, man, every day you got stupid senseless killings for what?
Yeah. For
what? Like why do you gotta kill in the first place, man? It's just like I really wish that this world would get better. Like this.
Well, this world needs God. Bottom line, you know what I mean? Because like in the arms of Christ, no weapon formed against you shall prosper.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And there will be trials and tribulation and death, but God will be there to see you through all of that. And if this whole world would just come to Him, and before they go out and do all these things, it'll make everything so much better because like. People could believe in what they want to believe in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it makes my life easier knowing that I got a Heavenly Father that would never leave me, that would never forsake me, and that would comfort me through my good as well as bad times.
No, that's facts, though, man.
And no matter what, the most important part is that He loves me.
Yeah, man.
Because no matter who we all deserve to feel love.
No, that's facts, man.
We all deserve not just to feel love, but to be loved.
Right, right. That's just facts. Like, if these gas prices don't go down, I'm Joe Biden. I'm coming for you.
Right. Shoot, and it's actually going up to like $8 somewhere.
Man, I see places $6. Some places are at $6.
Yeah, some are at $7.33.
Out here at $4.70, which is nearly $5
Yeah, just to pump your gas.
I'm like, man, y'all gotta stop this now.
It's like it's about to go to the Great Depression all over again.
The recession is crazy too.
Yeah, all over.
Just because a lot of people are talking about that.
Yeah.
That it might actually happen.
Yeah.
I mean, we're kind of in it right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
So hopefully
we're in the county that it's happening in. You know what I'm saying? And it's happening all over Ohio. Like the recession all over again. The recession and building up to a Great Depression.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all just gonna go. Woo.
But and for those out there that's going through these things, I feel you. My boy has a car, he feel you. You know what I'm saying? The struggle is beyond real. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I shouldn't pay $50 for my stick and take up.
Right. Man. The struggle is beyond real.
I'm returning it. I'm gonna auction off to y'all. Y'all want this?
And there's a whole bunch of stuff to pay for. Food if you're living by yourself, the rent, the mortgage, everything, man. Expensive. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you keep your head up, keep that faith in God, you know what I'm saying, and keep pushing forward, and build more resources for yourself. You know what I'm saying, to where you can obtain all these things. It'll be hard, but you got to just keep pushing, keep trucking. Because you can make it out there.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying. But all right, man. That definitely concludes today's podcast.
Yes, it does. I like that topic.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I like that topic, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. That was nice. I like that. I like that, man. That was dope.
Yeah. All ours. But you know what?
It's okay.
If you don't like it, forget y'all.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully.
No, I'm just playing. Please describe it.
Yeah.
Please describe to it. Yeah. Hopefully you
like, comment, and describe to
please.
More uploads. More is coming. Trust and believe that we're gonna have a little We have better setup for sure.
But you know, we might have broke character, but it was time for us to get all that off our chest.
Yeah, man, that felt good. That felt good. So, thank you who's ever watching the video, and thank you for tuning in, members. A&R Podcast Productions.
I'm Romel.
I'm McQuill. Why'd you cut me off like that? I was about to say I'm McQuill, and we messed up the order.
Well, you know what? Sometimes the order needs to change.
All right.
I'm just
nah, you good.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, you guys have a good day. This is A&R Podcast Productions, and we are out.
Out.
How long was that? I think it was an hour. Let's see. Thank you for watching our video and tuning in A&R Video Podcast Productions. I'm McQuill.
I'm Romel.
Come back and tune in for more.
Signing out.